watching Republic TV and my name is Kriti Mehta. Welcome to today's edition of Quick Morning, where we delve into the latest news and updates from across the country and around the world to set the tone for your day. Now, from tracking BJP's legislative party meeting in Delhi today to Israel refusing to completely withdraw troops from Lebanon, we bring you the ground realities of these developments, and that's not all. We'll also be bringing you stories from the realms of business, sports and entertainment in our jam-packed lineup. So let's kickstart today's Mega News Day here on Republic, as always, with the nation first, this quick morning. The BJP Legislative Party meeting in Delhi is set to take place today, adding that the new Chief Minister will take oath tomorrow at Ram Leela Maidan. This comes amid BJP postponed its legislature party meeting scheduled from Monday to 2 days later. To oversee the arrangements of the event, BJP General Secretaries Vinod Tawade and Tarun Chugh have been appointed in charges. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Ministers, NDA leaders, union ministers, industrialists from the corporate world, film stars, cricket players and sages will also be present at the swearing-in ceremony of the Delhi Chief Minister. The Supreme Court on Tuesday said it would take up on priority basis the pleas against the appointments of the new Chief Election Commissioner and the election commissioners under the 2023 law. A bench of Justices Surya, Kant and N. Kotiswar Singh was informed by Advocate Prashant Bhushan, who was appearing for an NGO, that despite the Constitution Bench verdict of 2023 directing selection and appointment of the CEC and election commissioners through a panel including the CJI, the government excluded the CJI and made a mockery of democracy. The final autopsy findings of OpenAI whistleblower Suchir Balaji have confirmed his death to be a suicide despite his family's allegations about lapses in the proof. Suchir Balaji's family has now dismissed the final autopsy and other testings. In a post on the social media platform X, Suchir Balaji's mother Purnima Rao has shared how the OpenAI whistleblower's family has rejected the autopsy report, and so has their lawyer. The Nepal government on Tuesday said that it may stop issuing no objection certificates to students who wish to study in institutes in Odisha if the situation arising from the death of a student at Bhubaneswar University is not resolved in a justifiable and legal way. A third-year BTech student at Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology allegedly committed suicide at a hostel room on Sunday afternoon, leading to unrest on the campus. As the situation escalated on campus, KIIT authorities evicted several Nepali students from the hostel and dropped them at Cuttack railway station without making any arrangements for their travel. And President Draupadi Murmu hosted a ceremonial banquet for Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, at the Rashtrapati Bhavan on Tuesday night and expressed satisfaction at the establishment of a strategic partnership between the two countries. In a special gesture, the president greeted him in front of the iconic Rampurva Bull statue placed near the steps of the Grand Complex. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other dignitaries, including members of the high-level delegation from Qatar, attended the banquet.
महामहिम आपकी ये यात्रा हमारी ऐतिहासिक संबंध और मैत्री में एक महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव है। दोनों देशों के बीच विशेष संबंध रहे जो बेहद घनिष्ठ और जीवंत है। पारंपरिक जोलियानो, जिन्हें ढो के रूप में जाना जाता है, न परंपराएं, वस्तुएं, विचारों और सांस्कृतिक नीतियों के आदान प्रदान द्वारा सदियों से दोनों देशों को आपस में जोड़े रखा है।
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi met British former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on Tuesday and praised him as a great friend of India. Sunak was accompanied by his mother-in-law Sudha Murthy, an author and Rajya Sabha MP, and other family members. Amid raucous over the DMK government in Tamil Nadu targeting the centre over Hindi imposition, State BJP President K. Annamalai on Tuesday said that political parties don't want a particular class to have mobility in life. He said that the BJP would start a campaign and visit all houses asking people to sign for a third language. The BJP leader further accused the DMK government of denying a third language in government school, while adding that the matriculation board under the state government doesn't mandate Tamil.
To push Hindi into Tamil Nadu, that is where the problem is, because it is a blatant lie. When more number of students in private schools are studying a third language as a medium, why are you denying it to a government school? The worst part, forget CBSE, there is a third language, fine man. Even the English medium matriculation syllabus, Tamil is not compulsory, which is under the control of the state government, the matriculation board, English medium. You can study Tamil or you can study Sanskrit or French or Urdu or Hindi. So even for the private sector, what the state government is running, there you haven't made Tamil compulsory.
And the BJP on Tuesday slammed West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee for her Mrityu Kumbh jibe, saying it reflected more a sense of satisfaction on her part in a bid to score political points than any real sensitivity on the matter. Speaking in the State Assembly, Banerjee said the Mahakumbh being organized in the BJP-ruled Uttar Pradesh has turned into a Mrityu Kumbh due to incidents of stampede, alleging that the actual death toll was suppressed by authorities.
देखिए, ममता बनर्जी ने अपनी वोट बैंक को वापिस करने के लिए, यानी पश्चिम बंगाल में मुस्लिम वोट बैंक वापिस करने के लिए ममता बनर्जी ने हिंदुओं की इतनी बड़ी त्योहार को, जो 144 साल बाद आया है, तो ममता बनर्जी अपने वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स कर रही है, खुद को हिंदू बोल रही है, ब्राह्मण बोल रही है। तो इतना अगर हिंदू धर्म से प्यार है, आप तो हर बार हर साल ईद के नमाज में जाते हैं कलकत्ता के रोड पर, रेड रोड पर, और वो गर्व के साथ आप शेयर भी करते हैं। करिए, कोई बात नहीं, आप आइए एक बार कुंभ में नहा के दिखाइए।
And viewers, striking the buzz now, let's take a look at some of the stories from the business world, from SEBI issuing new guidelines to Tesla beginning hiring in India. We bring you all these ground developments. Stay tuned for a quick check of stories from the business world. Paytm founder and CEO Vijay Sharma Shekhar, in an exclusive conversation with Republic Business, predicted that the country could reach 250 million demat accounts by 2030. He emphasized that India's young and tech-savvy population is driving unprecedented stock market participation, reshaping the nation's investment scenario with deeper stock market. Sharma spoke to Republic Business on the sidelines of India-Qatar Business Forum on Tuesday. After several sessions of continuous selling, foreign institutional investors recorded net buying on Tuesday. According to data obtained from the BSE, in the secondary market, FIIs bounced back with a positive net figure of Rs 4,787 crore, while domestic institutional investors also showed up an uptick of Rs 3,072 crore. And Tesla has started hiring in India, signaling its potential entry into the market. The electric vehicle giant posted job openings for 13 roles, including customer service and operational positions on LinkedIn. Of these, 5 positions are based in both Mumbai and Delhi. The remaining roles are focused on Mumbai. This comes days after its CEO Elon Musk met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the US on February 14. SEBI has cancelled the registration of 19 foreign venture capital investors after they were found violating several SEBI regulations. These 19 firms are foreign investors based in countries such as Mauritius, Cyprus, and Singapore. FVCIs are foreign companies that invest in India, but they must comply with SEBI's 2000 regulations to continue their investment activities. These regulations require them to submit quarterly reports to SEBI and inform it about any changes to their operational status, including at-risk changes or discontinuation of activities. And up next, US President Donald Trump's plan to impose reciprocal tariffs on Indian exports from April has raised serious concerns in India, especially in industries ranging from automobiles to agriculture. According to Citi Research, the move could lead to losses of up to $7 billion annually for India's economy. While officials are still waiting for details on how these tariffs will be calculated, they are already preparing countermeasures and working on a trade deal proposal to reduce tariffs and boost two-way trade. Several sectors in India, particularly vulnerable, chemicals, metal products and jewelry, are at the highest risk, followed by automobiles, pharmaceuticals and food products. India's total merchandise exports to the US in 2024 are estimated at $74 billion, with pearls, gems and jewelry worth $8.5 billion, pharmaceuticals $8 billion and petrochemicals $4 billion. Moving on to our international segment, where we are tracking the ground pulse of some of the biggest global headlines. Today, we delve into significant developments from around the world, from flight operations continuing after Delta Airlines crash in Toronto to Rubio pushing for peace in Ukraine. Stay tuned as we bring you the ground realities of all these developments shaping the global landscape. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met in the Saudi capital on Riyadh on Tuesday to discuss the Ukraine war. After the meeting, Secretary Rubio told the press that concessions are needed to be made by all sides to end the conflict. He added that the ultimate goal is to bring an end to the conflict in a way that's fair, enduring, and acceptable to all parties involved. And the 60-day Israel-Lebanon ceasefire that was supposed to end on January 27 was extended until Tuesday. The ceasefire saw an Israeli withdrawal from Lebanon, along with Hezbollah militants ending their armed presence along the border area. However, Israel said its military will remain in 5 strategic locations across southern Lebanon after Tuesday's deadline.
With regard to Lebanon, as part of the ceasefire agreement in the north, the IDF will complete the withdrawal from Lebanon today. We are temporarily remaining in 5 strategic high points necessary for our security. We are completing the withdrawal despite the violations of the agreement.
And flights continued as normal in Minneapolis a day after a Delta Airlines jet crashed in Toronto. The crash unfolded when the plane came down fast, landing so hard that it lost its right wing, bursting into flames on a runway in Toronto. The aircraft slid to a stop upside down, a trail of black smoke in its wake and passengers scrambling to escape the wreckage. Miraculously, all 80 people on board the flight survived, with 21 critically injured. A small group of well-wishers gathered outside the Gemelli Hospital in Rome, where Pope Francis was admitted after developing pneumonia in both his lungs. Francis developed pneumonia after new tests showed a further complication in the condition of the 88-year-old Pope. They wrote letters for Pope, wishing him a speedy recovery. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that Musk's Department of Governance Efficiency can't fire federal employees. Instead, she said the rash of federal firings are up to the heads of individual agencies. Leavitt made the comments while saying that Musk was just a special government employee within the executive office of the president.
DOJ does not have statutory authority. We've been very clear about that. Again, DOJ is advising these agencies. It's ultimately up to the discretion of these secretaries to make these hirings and these firings. And again, everybody is working as one team. You've seen some of the secretaries speak out about the cuts that they have made and the way that they are saving American taxpayers' dollars.
The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees informed that Israeli forces raided 4 of its schools in East Jerusalem, ordering their closure. UNRWA said that police entered the training center by force, firing tear gas and sound grenades and ordering its evacuation. Around 350 students and 30 staff were present at the time of the raid. Raid comes as Israel continues to sever all ties with the agency and bars it from operating in its territory.
Israeli police officers, accompanied by staff members from the municipality, went to UNRWA schools and ordered their closures. Today's incident impacted 250 students in 3 UNRWA schools in East Jerusalem and the 350 in Kalandia Training Center.
China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi doubled down on his country's commitment to multilateralism, saying that no country could go it alone, as he pledged China's support in upholding the role of the United Nations. He further said that while most attention was currently being paid to Ukraine, other issues like Gaza must not be pushed to the side. And Polish President Duda said that he had received U.S. assurances that Washington will not reduce its troop presence in Poland and elsewhere along NATO's eastern flank. The U.S. deployed troops to Poland after Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014, but increased the deployment and created a long-term presence there after Russia's full-scale military campaign of Ukraine in 2022. Polish officials hope to preserve that U.S. commitment to NATO and its long-standing commitment to security in the region, with fears of Russia growing. Welcome back, viewers. It's time now to delve into the world of sports with our segment dedicated to all the action-packed highlights and exciting match-ups. Today we bring you the latest updates from the ICC, which has announced a 360-degree virtual model to elevate experience for match viewers. Stay tuned as we bring you all the stories shaping the world of sports. India all-rounder Shardul Thakur will play 7 matches for County Team Essex in Division 1 from the beginning of the 2025 season, the club announced. The 33-year-old Thakur, who has so far played 11 tests, 47 ODIs and 25 T20Is over the last 8 years, will be playing in the English country circuit for the first time. The Indian team members will reportedly be allowed to have their families in Dubai to watch one match during the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. India will play all of its matches in Dubai, including the semi-final and final if they qualify. The BCCI had cracked the whip on Indian cricketers following the Border Gavaskar Trophy and reportedly issued a 10-point directive to restore discipline. A minimum of 36 cameras with a host of analytical tools and visual enhancements to elevate the experience for the viewers will be used to broadcast the Champions Trophy matches, as per the ICC. Now, the opening game between New Zealand and Pakistan in Karachi will feature that. Their drone cameras will offer breathtaking aerial views of venues and surrounding landscapes, while the roving buggy cam will deliver immersive ground-level visuals. The signature spider cams will further enhance the broadcast with its aerial coverage, offering dynamic perspectives of the action. Pakistan Cricket Board Chairman Mohsin Naqvi assured that the ICC Champions Trophy would be hosted in a manner that would bring pride and joy to the people of Pakistan. The 50-over ICC showpiece, beginning here on Wednesday, marks the first global tournament hosted by Pakistan in nearly 30 years. On the eve of their opening clash against New Zealand, Pakistan captain Mohammad Rizwan clarified that Babar will continue as an opener. He noted that it is important to maintain the right combination and added that the 30-year-old is happy with his batting position. The keeper-batter also talked about the importance of a left-right combination at the top of the order and mentioned that Babar's technicality will help Pakistan in the marquee tournament. And tracking the buzz, it's time now to delve into the stories from the entertainment industry. Keep listening to all the buzz right here. Richard Linklater's starry musical biopic Blue Moon had its world premiere at the Berlin Film Festival on Tuesday evening, where it is competition for the top prize, the Golden Bear. Linklater walked the red carpet with his stars, Ethan Hawke, Margaret Qualley, and Andrew Scott. While praising her, he said he was thrilled to finally cast Qualley in a project of his. And Benedict Cumberbatch leaned into the intensity of grief to play a father of two dealing with the death of his wife in The Thing with Feathers, screening out of competition at the Berlin International Film Festival. At a press conference for the drama, the star recalled tapping into an unplanned swell of emotion on camera. The fiction feature debut of writer-director Dylan Southern is an adaptation of Max Porter's book Grief is the Thing with Feathers.
There was a moment of folding the clothes up for the final time, of taking the wife's clothes off the rack and leaving an empty rack and folding the clothes into the box. And I'm 48, I've been through a bit, I've experienced grief. I think most people have by my age. It just really struck a chord, really struck a chord.
And Ben Whishaw has reunited with Passage's director Ira Sachs for Peter Hoosier's Day. After starring Rebecca Hall, the movie is showing out of the competition at the Berlinale. Both Whishaw and Hall said that the pace and plot of the film is something that should be celebrated. And that's a wrap on today's edition of Quick Morning. Stay tuned to Republic News and updates continue right here, 7 a.m. We come up with our show live this morning.